U.S. President Barack Obama's time in the White House will soon come to an end, and tonight in Chicago, he'll have his chance to say goodbye. Now, many people say his address will serve as a thank you, but also as a call to action for the next generation. Over the weekend, thousands of people braved the cold in the windy city to get their hands on a ticket. My next guest is one of those lucky ticket holders. John Moore is going to be in the audience tonight. He joins me live from Chicago. John, it's Suhanna in Toronto. I'm hearing people are selling these tickets and getting $5,000 a piece. Why is it so important for you to hold on to that ticket and go?
Because it's history. This is not just American history, but it's world history.
And what are you hoping to hear from this outgoing president?
Well, the first thing that we want to hear is we want to hear him talk about his accomplishments. The man has accomplished a lot. He's not gotten a lot of credit for it. And I think it's really important for him to get it on the record, what he's done with everything from healthcare reform, what he's done from the LGBT community, how he basically rescued our economy, gave us lots of jobs. And then we want to hear how we move forward, what he recommends, how he is able to, how he's able to move forward, and hopefully many of us who really didn't like the election results will also learn how to move forward.
Let me ask you how you are moving forward as you watch this transition begin.
Well, call me part of the resistance. I'm a public relations consultant, but I'm also an adjunct instructor at a local college. And the day after the election, students were devastated. They were devastated. We're a very diverse student body, people of all races, all sexual orientations, all genders. And they felt that the administration that was elected is not only doesn't represent them, but also pose a threat to them. And I'm a little bit more optimistic, but I know that we're going to have to fight. So, you know, from the president, we know that we have to fight, but we also want to hear how the president is going to move forward and how we also can protect his legacy, because he's done a lot and we hope that it's not dismantled. And
as a prof, do you ever use Obama's speeches in your classes, and might you use this farewell speech?
I very well could. I teach a public speaking course right now, and we use a lot of his speeches. We use his 2004 Democratic Convention speech. We use the Denver speech that he gave when he accepted the nomination in 2008. And we also use the speech from the eulogy he gave in South Carolina last year after Dylan Ruth killed the 9 folks. And these are all very inspirational speeches, and the students respond very well to them.
And that's why that ticket is so important to you. Let me see it. Have you got it there?
Yeah, it's right here. They told us to cover this because that's the barcode. And I see a lot of people posting their pictures on their tickets online, and they told us do not post the barcode because obviously someone who's trying to do something wrong.
I know you'll probably be there. Just take me through the picture. I mean, I can see you deciding what, like days before or that morning, hey, I think I'll go get a ticket. What happened?
No. Early December, they mentioned that Obama may be doing a farewell address, and I said I got to be there. And fortunately, I part of my client base is in Chicago and Illinois politics, so I said whether I get the ticket on my own or through some of my contacts, I'm going to get this ticket. Then as we got closer, and I realized this is the hottest ticket in town, and a lot of my contacts who might be able to help me out will probably all their tickets will be spoken for. There'll be a heavy competition. I said, let's not leave it to chance. I'm going to go ahead, get up early, and get the ticket.
And you were there when, I guess it was after he won the first time, weren't you, when you heard his speech in Chicago?
Yes, I was. I've seen a lot of speeches. I saw his speech in 2002 when he spoke out against the Iraq War. I was there in 2004 when he won the nomination for the Democratic Senate seat, or the Democratic nomination for a Senate seat. I was there when he announced. I was in Denver. I was in Iowa, the night of the Iowa caucus.
You're a groupie.
In Ivy Hall.
You're a Barack Obama groupie.
Not so much a groupie as a Chicagoan. Chicago politics. I'm a Chicago Democrat.
Yeah.
And so Chicago, and I'm African American. So Black Chicago Democrat. Basically, wherever Barack is, we're going to be there because we want to support our guy. We want to help him out. We want to do what we can do. Whether it's knocking doors in Indiana, making calls to states, you know, a lot of people in Chicago of all races, and they're not just Democrats, do what they can to support the president. And there's a large group of us. You could probably call us Obama heads, but we do definitely do what we can to support him.
You know what, John? I'm glad to hear you're not selling your ticket. I mean, I bet you the temptation is there, but I thank you for your time and sharing your stories and why this is important to you. Have fun.
Thank you very much.
That was John Moore in Chicago. He's going to be in the audience tonight for President Obama's final address.